We're live.
So, do we have a story for you, YouTube? That's disgusting. Do you actually like that?
It's
That's
really good.
Gross. That has been in the car for an hour and a half. 2 hours.
No, an hour and like an hour and a half.
Anyways, you want me to start it off?
Well, we need to like give details from, like I said, like before. When it happened.
I'm gonna say. So today we decided to go to some trails at a park, and we decided to go like off the trail. Like there's little trails to go through, and we decided to do that. But then we decided to go off those little off trails
because we wanted to get lost,
which we did, which was fun. It was great.
fun.
Until
well.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we were walking at a certain point, and I was starting to get a little tired of the music because I wanted to listen to.
Oh, we were listening to music. I had my AirPods in because I'm rich.
Exactly, because she's a billionaire.
We were sharing my AirPods, and then we finished an album we were listening to, and Joel took his AirPod out, and he was like, "I don't want to listen to this," and I was like, "Okay, let me put these away." Once I did that,
because I had turned around and I was like, wait, let's look this way, and
you're not in the camera.
Oh, I was like, let's look, or I looked this certain like kind of behind me where we were standing, like behind me, bent down, and then looked up, and I saw a t-shirt like kind of entangled in the trees, kind of a little bit higher up. So I guess when you think about it, to make it to where no one would see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we did.
But we saw it. And then immediately
that didn't sit right with me. I got scared and I was like, let's not go that way.
She was like, that makes me uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, it's a little weird, but then like when you think about it, this is Texas and Texas people are trash. So they could have just like disposed of their shirt because they didn't want it, whatever, I don't know. And so we started walking the opposite direction, and maybe like not even a couple feet later we saw that ribbon.
Yeah.
There was a ribbon kind of tied to
2 feet.
Yeah. Like a ribbon tied to a branch.
And it was
silver.
It was a silver like tinsel thing that you throw on Christmas trees.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like. And then how long after that?
Maybe like not even a minute after that we heard a man.
It was terrifying. So we kind of turn around, and all of a sudden we're in the area. Obviously it's wooded, so we're like off the trail,
and we're not on any type of pathway. There's no clear way for us to go through.
There was no cars near us at all. When you think about it, actually, we were
really deep in. It took us a while to get out of there, and we were running.
We turned around, and we heard someone say, okay, she heard something different, I heard something different. We both heard help.
Yeah.
But I heard I'm lost.
And I heard, boss, I'm close, or I'm not close, something like that. And those don't sound alike at all.
I swear on my life, I heard I'm lost. And I was like, give me your hand, we're going. And we walk in an opposite direction. When you think about it, like...
We did not walk, we ran.
Well, we did run. I grabbed her, and at first we were being we weren't careful.
But we were being somewhat cautious because we got new tattoos on our legs, and we're in shorts.
And we didn't want to like scrape it against anything, which anyways, I got cut.
But not on your tattoo.
But not on my tattoo, but still. The reason why I got cut, oh, look it.
Oh.
Can you see a little cut, probably
yeah, you
not.
can kind of see it.
I probably have more because my leg is burning up.
That little cut right there, and Joel has I didn't even feel that at all. What the hell?
I have a bigger cut on my leg, but it's because we were bolting out of there, and
I also got hit in my face.
Yeah, and I mean I'm fine, like I'm not itching all that much.
No, it hurts me. I hurt right here, but there's nothing there, so I don't know. When I turn like that, I really hurt my shoulder. So
when we continued walking, I mean, we were like literally going through, there was branches that were broken off trees, and we were stepping all over it. That's probably why I got cut. And we ended up we found a train track. And
it was a working train track, so definitely not supposed to be on there, but we did not want to go back into the woods.
Yeah, so we had followed it. Technically, when you think about it, we could have went the other way, and we would have gotten to the street quicker.
That's true, but we didn't know where he was.
Yeah, we didn't know where he was. I kept looking back because I didn't know And a lot of times when I'm scared, I look behind me just to make sure that nothing's following us.
Mm-hmm.
I told her to put on her music because I was terrified and music calms me down. So we've used my phone to get off or to figure out where we were, and then finally we found a place where I recognized, and we walked off the track towards, was it Incarnate? It looked like it. No.
It was the Woody. What did you?
It was around the Woody and like the
So
kitty.
we're just
the kitty.
telling everybody where we live now.
Exactly. It was around the Woody and the kiddie park.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it. We were like incredibly scared, and then we're like, okay, well, which way do we go? So we found another trail, and we're like, we have to go through this one to get quicker.
Like this trail wasn't a dirt trail. It was just a sidewalk trail that we went through.
It was paved.
There
so
you go.
like it was like obviously meant for people to walk through. So we walked through it, and around the same distance where the first
like the
incident
same
happened,
area, but outside of the woods. Like the same area where we were in the woods. I love just holding your lighter. The same area in the woods, but on the
pavement.
trail.
Yeah.
We heard.
It sounded like, so picture a machete, and then picture somebody slashing through trees
And
or
grass.
wood and grass and stuff like that. But it sounded like it was getting closer to us.
Yeah.
So I noticed when you get scared, you just your face just goes right straight.
Yeah, because I don't want to look. I don't
Yeah.
want to see anything I don't want to see.
So, but like I said, I kept looking behind me because I didn't know if that thing was chasing us or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear to God, as we kept walking, I swear to God, I kept hearing it. But I think it's because I was just afraid and I was like imagining it. But
No, I
swear-
heard it for a good while.
Yeah. And we just kept walking, and then finally, it felt like forever.
Yeah, it really did.
It felt like it took forever to get out of there. But we found a spot, and we sat down, and we were like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
When the first incident happened, when the guy was like, "Help," we didn't see anybody.
Mm-mm.
Like there was nobody in sight. It was incredible. It was dense, but the way that we heard the noise, it was like really thin trees, but there was a lot of them. So if there was someone there, I don't think we would have seen them anyways.
Yeah.
But then again, we didn't hear footsteps
No, we didn't.
because it's
I
obviously
didn't even think about that. We didn't hear footsteps. Oh, that just gave me the
it gave
chills.
me the chills. I didn't hear footsteps. That must have meant if someone was there, they were looking at us because we were
Yeah.
in that wooded area for a while.
Oh my god. I'm gonna throw up. I almost threw up. I almost threw up when I heard them slashing through the grass, because at first my mind goes to the worst thoughts ever. I thought they were chopping up a body. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like someone chopping up a body to me.
It sounded terrifying. Like we were terrified. And I know for a fact we're not imagining this
Because we both heard it.
because we both heard it, and also our bodily reactions to it. The fact that we were like quick, we wanted to get out of there. I grabbed her hand when we first heard that thing and we bolted.
Yeah.
So
And I don't run.
yeah, exactly. And I hardly get scared, so I'm pretty sure that's why you got scared.
I was already scared.
Well, you were already scared, but still, like, seeing me and I grabbed your hand. Whatever.
And it's dark. It is 8:34 p.m.
It got really, really dark at around that time when it started happening.
And Joel was like, maybe somebody was playing a prank, but at the same time, he was like, well, maybe they would be laughing. And at the same time, we didn't hear footsteps.
Yeah, like it's grassy and there's dead leaves everywhere. Like,
Yeah, you'd be able to hear it.
Oh my god.
What was that?
And it was a man.
That's so. Do you think we should go to like the police about this? Because that's scary. Just thinking about it. That scared me.
Because that was a man's voice.
Yeah.
We didn't hear footsteps.
No. I'm
And
about to
then-
start crying.
I almost started crying. I really did when I was there. When I was walking down the train tracks and I was looking behind me, I almost started crying because that is ugly. And around this time of night, like, you never know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially in trails. Well, that's pretty much the end of the story, though.
yeah,
We made it back to the car. We're safe.
we're never going to another trail at night.
Never.
Never. At least not Brackenridge.
Yeah.
She brought up, like, she was like, was that even human?
Yeah.
Because, like we said, no footprints. We didn't see anybody standing around.
Could have been a ghost luring us in. Could have been. Sorry, I watch Supernatural. I
And
believe in
also,
this stuff. Could have been a witch
the
or
t-shirt,
what are
a
the
witch. That's
what are
one
those
thing.
guys called? What are the guy witches called? Warlocks. Right?
Something.
It's warlocks.
It could have
isn't
been something not human.
Or like a witch or something, because witches
Witches are
are
human.
technically human.
Yeah.
It's just they practice witchcraft, which is
Oh my
scary.
God. You know what I think about?
What?
You know the little, like, it was kind of like a little, it was white. They were like bricks. They were white bricks in like a square.
I don't remember.
Do you remember that? I was gonna take a picture of it.
Was that today?
Yeah, that was today. And then what do you call it?
Oh, I think I remember what you're talking about.
Was there writing on it?
No, I didn't see any writing.
But, like,
But at the
there's-
same time, I wasn't paying. I was too busy having fun going off to places
Yeah.
until that happened.
But do you think we're gonna be like if we go to the police and tell somebody, like, do you think they're gonna be like, well, what do you want us to do?
I don't know, but I feel like we should still tell somebody. You know, like, hey, you know, since we didn't hear, we're just bringing this to you. I don't know if y'all want to act upon it. We're just bringing it to you because we heard it. We were off the trails and we just heard somebody say, help, help, I'm lost. But we didn't hear any footsteps
Around us.
And then when we were walking back in the same area on the trail, it sounded like somebody was cutting through the grass, trying to get to us faster.
I don't like that one bit. That makes me disgusted.
You know what?
That car scared me.
You know what's kind of crazy too? All those cats that we saw, cats kind of resemble witches in a way. We saw what, like 6 cats?
Yeah.
We saw a bunch of cats. And I wanted to pet each one, but they all ran away from me.
Exactly. I'm still trying to make sense of it because, like, in that moment, like,
I'm gonna post this unedited.
perfect.
Is that okay? Can I do that?
Yeah. Like, seriously, like, just thinking about it, thinking it, like, back on it.
It's so, I can't wait to tell my mom. I want to show her this video. I cussed a couple of times, but that's okay.
Did you?
I think so. I might have. I don't know.
But I think that I'm just trying to think.
I'm shaking. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. You can.
We were on that. I'm trying to think of
Are you shaking still?
a little bit. I'm just trying to think of how far in we were before, because I remember we were going to that part where we were like, ow, ow, ow,
Yeah.
that part, and then that happened.
Yeah.
But how far was that off of the first part we had gotten off? You know what I mean?
Not really, no.
Perfect. Like, okay, you know how
We
we
have
were...
2 minutes before, so I could post this unedited.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, we basically said everything,
Yeah.
you know? So, message is, don't go to the trails at night. Stay safe. And when you go to the trails, don't go alone.
And also, have your GPS.
Yes.
Make sure that it's working properly because you'll need to find a way to get out if something like this ever happens to you. Also, act smart.
Yes. Don't try to go help somebody.
Yeah, save yourself first. You're more important.
And then if you want, go to someone and say, I heard somebody say help, they're lost. I didn't want to go by myself because I don't know if
Yeah, it could have been a trap or something.
yeah.
So just be safe and be careful. And
Remember to stay weird.
because normal
It's
is
boring.
boring.